Hey guys, this is the first video I'm putting up on my YouTube channel. It's a deck profile using a new card, Reborn Tengu. For anyone who doesn't know, it's a 1700 attack, 400 defense, 4-star monster. It's Wind Beast Warrior, I believe. And its effect is when this card is removed from the field, you summon another one from your deck. The effect is pretty nuts. I can see this being abused in so many decks. It's unreal. The effect's just beyond belief. It's one of the more broken cards they brought out in the last 3 or 4 years. So, the build today is a version of Chaos Plants. Obviously, post Extreme Victory. And alright guys, this is just a quick run through of the deck. I'll explain the choices in more detail after, but I'll go through them briefly now. 3 Caius, card's amazing. Use it to remove Spies, use it to remove Emmers, Dark Souls, opposing Dandelions. It's just got so many uses. Clear out Necro Valleys. It's just probably the best tribute card in the game at the moment. 3 Reborn Tengu, obviously I don't have them because, you know, it's not out yet. Once Extreme Victory comes out, I'll be picking up 3 as fast as possible. 2 Lonefire Blossom, just gets the deck running, gets your Dandylion, gets your Glow Up Bulb, gets your cards in the graveyard for Avarice. It just gets the deck running pretty much. 2 Gen X Ally Birdman, it's a fantastic card. It is really the mainstay of the deck. I'd love to run 3, we'll explain why I don't later on. It's just got loads of combos. Not only does it do Tengu, Birdman for free Tengu, and then blow up the field Black Rose and get another Tengu. It's crazy. So many good plays. I run the Lightsworn engine, so 2 Rykos is obviously a must. The card is excellent, it always has been, and yeah, there's no reason not to run 2 of it, especially if you're running charge. 2 Debris Dragon, again, you bring out Ryko, make Iron Chain, bring out Dandylion, Card Trooper, make Black Rose, bring out Dandylion with 2 tokens in the field, make Trishula. It's very good indeed. 2 Card Trooper, milled cards, always replaces itself when it comes out, pretty much, unless it's tributed or removed from play or synchro, whatever. Great card. 1 Sangan, 1 Lyla, charge, so we need another target, and it can bring out Arcanite Magician. 1 Dandylion, 1 Glow Up Bulb, 1 Gorz the Emissary of Darkness, 1 Spore, and spells are 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Scapegoat. I like Scapegoat, I think it's a very good card. Not great against X-Sabers with, you know, full Ham Knights or whatever, but for using your Glow Up Bulbs, getting free, well, relatively free Formula Synchrons, drawing cards, it's very good. Foolish Burial gets you Dandylion, self-explanatory. Book of Moon, 3 Pot of Avarice, it's the engine of the deck, it's a good card, recycles your Tengus, you can use, what, 6, 9 Tengus in one game, it's crazy. A Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 Mystical Space Typhoons, 1 Charge of the Light Brigade, and 1 Mind Control, and 1 Dark Hole. Traps, we've got Mirror Force, we have got Call the Haunted, Torrential Tribute, Solemn Judgment, and 2 Solemn Warnings you can see there. Okay. Alright, for the extra deck now, we've got 1 Catastor, 1 Iron Chain Dragon, 1 Brionac, 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, 1 Arcanite Magician, 2 Black Rose Dragons, we have 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Colossal Fighter, 2 Formula Synchrons, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Scrap Archfiend, 1 Trishula, and this would be an Armory Arm, but my one is away at the moment, so when I get that back, that'll be going back in. Alright, what I'm going to talk about right now is just why I love this guy so much. I think his effect is fantastic. Let me just run through him really quick. He's Dark, 3-star Machine Tuner. He's 1400 attack, I don't know if you can see that there. And he is 400 defense. And his effect is you can return 1 face-up monster you control to the hand to special summon this card from your hand. This card gains 500 attack if the monster was wind, and if this card is special summoned this way, remove it from play when it's removed from the field. So, that opens up a lot of plays. He manipulates your field really well. So, the most obvious one is, you summon your Reborn Tengu, you got this guy in your hand. Okay? You think, okay, I'll return Tengu to my hand, special summon him. Tengu's effect activates because he left the field. You get another Tengu. Synchro, Tengu, and Birdman for Black Rose Dragon. Use Black Rose's effect, blows up the field, and you get another Tengu after Black Rose resolves because he is mandatory. Okay, he's mandatory, and that all stems because Birdman can push him back to your hand to summon him. He's crazy, crazy good. Okay, another play you can make. Say you have Gorz. You summon Gorz. You want to keep your token, but you can bounce Gorz back with Birdman. Birdman's on the field, you got your token, Globe Bulb, go into whatever synchro you want. You can reuse your Monarchs. So if you have a Monarch on the field, you can summon your Birdman over. Get your Monarch back. Summon Monarch over Birdman. Remove and play another card. You can summon Debris Dragon. Get back your Dandylion. Think, okay, I don't want to make a level 7 card. Especially not a dragon, so let's just summon Birdman over Debris. Debris comes back to your hand. You've got Dandylion of Birdman, and you think, I can make a Brionac. It's fine, make a Brionac out of that. And you've still got Debris Dragon for next turn. So if you've got your tokens left, you can go straight into Trishula. You can just make a phenomenal number of plays. He can get back any Debris card, so you can take back this guy as well. If you want to summon him, so you can bring back Card Trooper, you want to reuse Card Trooper, you bring him back with him. He's just crazy good. So that's him anyway. It's great synergy with most of the deck. He's fantastic with Tengu though. Just want to run through the fact that the deck doesn't need Tengu to win. Tengu can be milled by the Lightsworn engine. I'm well aware of that. Obviously we have 3 Pot of Avarice in there. It does not need Tengu to win though. It's just like Chaos Plant. You can use your tokens for tribs. You got this guy, you got the Brie, you can just swarm with synchros. Couple of cards that were in here but are no longer. Summoner Monk, that's one. Card is just dead most of the time. It gets Tengu out quick, and it is great for making Arcanite Magician if you've got the Birdman in your hand. But I just didn't think it was worth the space. If you look at the spell lineup, there isn't many spells there that are dead, so there's not much you'd want to throw away. I had Trunade in here. Again, it's a fantastic card this format, but it just doesn't fit in this deck. I don't think I will use it in this deck, although, you know, I'm still changing around or whatever. This is just a preliminary build. It just doesn't swarm fast enough. I can overload them with advantage, but I don't need to use Giant Trunade. I was using Mystic Tomato as well. Not anymore. It only had pretty much one target apart from the Birdman, which was Sangan. And I found that if I got to the stage where I had used all of my plants anyway, I would have had the 2 Lonefires in the graveyard, so I would want to search for them anyway. Or I would have Avarice them all back in and still have them in my deck. So, that's that. A couple of things that people have asked me. Why am I not using Chaos Sorcerer? Well, obviously I'm not using Effect Veiler, so that's one card in the graveyard that I'm not going to be using, so I can't remove that. Chaos Sorcerer is great. It's a really good card. It can come over, especially summon after your normal summon, or remove anything that's troublesome out of the way, but I don't think it's worth the spot. Maybe try one, but I prefer the 3 Caius, to be fair. Begone Knave. I'll talk about that for a minute. It's a card that was brought up. I brought it up on Duelist Grounds. I've seen it in a couple of Japanese videos. Card's decent. I tried it. You can control the field a bit, but you really have to run like multiple recruiters, tomatoes, and pray you get your Tengus. I don't like being too reliant on them in the deck. They're fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I don't like being too reliant. So the card got cut. Solemn Warnings are just better. The deck can use a bit more defense if you want to change it, put in enemy controllers for your tokens, stuff like that. It's fantastic. Alright, so this is my Tengu Synchro deck for Extreme Victory. Maybe running it at Nationals, I really don't know. Depends on how the deck tests. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, guys, just subscribe, button up there, and post your comments in the bottom.